Hello, my name is Annihilate, and welcome back to another live stream, this time here in my long-term survival world. And as you can see, I'm here at the farm mart and also the flower shop. That is because tonight we are going to go into farm mart here and take the elevator down to all of the different farms that we have going on down here. We have the moss farm, the rooted dirt farm, the mud farm, and then this clay drying station, and then I can take the clay over to the furnaces and smelt it and make terracotta. So all kinds of different blocks can be made. And King Moore, welcome to the stream. He says, this is quite interesting starting screen. Yeah, it was pretty fun to make. I didn't plan the phantoms in the wandering trader spawning randomly on the castle, but yeah, it ended up looking pretty fun. We've got plenty of moss. The only thing, okay, there's actually plenty of these little azalea trees, so let's start off by running the rooted dirt farm, and we'll get some rooted dirt, and then I can take that rooted dirt and turn it into some mud. I do have quite a bit of rooted dirt already. It's in this chest, shulker box, but I do want to use some of this in some terraforming eventually. So I'm not going to turn all of that into mud, so we will go ahead and farm some more. I've got fireworks left over in my inventory from my fireworks show. Let's go ahead and let's shove those in the ender chest to get them out of my way, along with these shulker boxes. Heard a zombie like on the other side of the wall or something. Alright, I've got 2 stacks of moss and then 2 more little blocks, so I need the same with these bushes. I'll use these flowering ones for now. And I need some bone meal, which I'm pretty sure I have a shulker box of that. This green one, yeah. I'm going to set this up so I can place the moss, and then I need to place the azalea tree and then bone meal it, and then the axe can go right here so that I can break the log afterward. Perfect. Joe, welcome to the screen. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Alright, let's turn this moss into rooted dirt with this rooted dirt farm. I did, in fact, design this rooted dirt farm. The tutorial for it is on my YouTube channel, just in case you were wondering. Let's go ahead and turn it on. There's a little bit of timing we got to deal with, so I need to wait for those pistons to push once before I turn on this clock. I could probably do a little bit of rearranging of some blocks in the hopper clocks to make the timing a little bit better, but this works for now. Shouldn't take too much longer for those pistons over there to pulse, and then I can immediately flip this lever to my right here. There we go. now we just sit here and create rooted dirt. Still involves a little bit of doing some stuff. I gotta place the moss block and the azalea tree and bone meal it, of course, and then break this log. But it's not too much work. The pistons pushing everything around for me definitely makes it a whole lot easier, and I could definitely add more hopper clocks, more pistons, and basically make like a cube of rooted dirt. But I made a very, very, very simple rooted dirt farm here. And I technically could update it in the future, but this works for me for now. We already got a whole row of rooted dirt. And this is also nice because I'm not collecting as much oak wood as I possibly could. I could, like, use TNT to blow up the tree above me and collect even more oak wood. But collecting just a little bit, that's good enough. I'm collecting the same amount as I'm collecting rooted dirt. And it's making it so I don't have to chop down as many oak trees. So I have plenty of oak wood. I already had plenty in my storage room, but now I have even more. I'm almost out of bone meal. I've got 5 more bone meal. I'll have to reach into that shulker box soon, grab a whole nother stack. I wonder if this one piece of bone meal will grow it. Oh, it will. Nice. Sometimes one piece of bone meal grows the tree, and then other times it takes like a whole bunch of bone meal. It's usually not a whole lot though, even though there's a whole tree above it still. It's kind of amazing how we have this ability now to just kind of make blocks out of thin air in Minecraft. Because really, you could start with a stone generator. You just need a stone generator and some moss for a moss farm. That's basically what that is over there. It generates the stone and pushes it over, and then that bone meals the moss block. I got the design from, I believe, Pixel Riffs. Watched a quick video of his and built it because it seems like a pretty simple and easy design, and it would work perfectly for what I wanted it to. So that's why I have plenty of moss, and you can turn that moss into rooted dirt pretty easily here. You don't have to do it exactly like this with the pistons pushing it and everything. But then you can take that rooted dirt, and it seems like a waste because it's rooted dirt, and it's a little bit prettier than regular dirt, but this is the only way to just create dirt, I believe, because if I wanted to, I could take a hoe and till the rooted dirt, and it'll turn it into regular dirt. But you do this, and then you can turn that into the mud, and the mud dries down into clay, and then of course you can smelt the clay and turn that into terracotta, and then there's so many different like variations of the terracotta you can make. It's really cool. Making blocks out of thin air. Sometimes it's more fun to just go out into the world and collect the blocks. See the sights of Minecraft. But this is also fun. I got to do something that I normally don't do, even though I did build this farm a couple months ago, but it's still relatively new to me. I don't do a whole lot of redstone. That rooted dirt was created like seconds before it got pushed over. Almost messed up everything with a block of moss in between. After this, I'll have to run the moss farm again, and not because I need any more moss, but really because I need more of these azalea trees. I do have enough to run the root of... I like totally messed that all up because I had a little bit of a brain fart there as I was talking. I forgot what I was supposed to do. I just needed to... Yeah, I'm just gonna place that moss back there and continue going like nothing happened, and I'll get a little bit less rooted dirt because of it, but that's fine. Oh, it's actually gonna break my moss. Oopsie. What was I even saying that I was so focused on that I like completely messed up the farm? Oh, I need more azalea bushes. I have enough to run the farm again, but after that I'm not going to have any. The moss farm obviously gives you a lot more moss than it does the other stuff. But that's okay. I could, if I really wanted to, I could take a fortune hoe and I could get rid of all of these leaves on this tree here. I could try and get bushes that way. Because I have plenty of moss for the time being. I'm kind of running out of space for it. accidentally placed that moss in the wrong spot. Let me grab that up. I've got just a few more of these azalea trees left. I got 45. That means should be almost done running the rooted dirt farm before these pistons aren't able to push anything more. Just a little bit left, then a half stack of these azalea trees left. Looks like that's about 2.5 more rows of the rooted dirt. Oh, need another stack of bone meal. I tried to get that block of wood over there, but I failed. Let me get it again. There we go. I love the sounds that these pistons make when they push things. I'm so glad when they decided they were gonna play around with changing the sounds, they didn't actually change the sounds of the pistons. They're still the same, because the sounds that they came up with were not quite right. They weren't terrible, but it just didn't seem right. I feel like it should be this sound, maybe just a tad bit quieter. But honestly, I do think it makes redstone machines sound really cool. I almost accidentally bone mealed the moss block again. Sometimes it happens. It's kind of a slightly annoying thing about this farm, but there's not really any way to get rid of that. You just have to have good aim and hit the azalea bush and not the moss block. Like I did earlier. Except for, like, I kind of sort of got confused and did that on purpose. But it's alright. I'm only slightly tired. I got like maybe 4 hours of sleep last night. Woke up early. Alright, I've got one more bush left. Is it actually? It's not gonna push. Oh, it is there. It just took a second. And now, since that's my last bush, I should be able to turn this off. And there we go. And now that's off, everything will reset. That one's already reset. This one takes a minute because it has a lot of blocks in it. Alrighty, let's make this the way it's supposed to be. So I kind of messed it up a little bit. I'm gonna get slightly less rooted dirt this go around because of that. So many little gaps in my pile because I accidentally clicked the moss block with the bone meal. Should still get a pretty good amount though. If we go ahead and make sure we got it all picked up. I don't see any more on the ground. 2 stacks. So I only missed out on 2 pieces of rooted dirt from accidentally clicking the moss block. I actually could have figured that out already by these 2 actual moss blocks. Because I put exactly the amount that I needed in my inventory. Alright. We'll put those back. And I want to put this wood away. I had it in this white shulker box. I don't want this moss carpet. I have plenty of those. Let's turn these 2 stacks of rooted dirt into some mud. I've got one little piece of mud in there. I'm pretty sure the way this works, I can just put this in my offhand. And actually, I can't turn these 2 stacks exactly, because it'll just always give me a piece. So I could just put this one piece in there. Occasionally I forget how this works. I honestly haven't used it very much since I built it. I don't use a lot of mud. But I would like to have more terracotta. I need to have more than one piece of rooted dirt in my inventory, because otherwise it just comes out of my inventory. Out of the offhand slot, I mean. There we go. Now I can actually use this properly. This is a very popular mud farm design. I believe it's designed by El Mango. But yeah, almost everybody has this. Oops, accidentally placed 2. I kind of want to eventually change this all out to be like a different block. I used glass to build it. But then I learned that I needed to replace this with a regular stone block because I kept accidentally breaking the glass. Because as you can see, the stone is slowly breaking as I'm using the farm here. And the glass is much more fragile. And this shovel is silk touch, so I was getting my glass block back, so at least it wasn't too annoying. But yeah, I kept having to place it back there. So I used a stone block instead. I want to choose some other block to replace all of the glass with, because I think it looks weird with glass. But it also doesn't really matter what it looks like. That's why I hid it away like this in this room, because it doesn't really matter what it looks like. Alright, I've got a stack and 37. I should actually try and get 3 stacks, because over there where I have a clay drying station, that holds 3 stacks. So I should grab another stack of rooted dirt from this shulker box over here. It's in this brown one. I'll actually just grab these 2. I shouldn't need a whole lot for the terraforming project I eventually want to do. I know I've been talking about this terraforming project underneath the bridge for a really long time. I was kind of sort of waiting for 1.21 to come out, and now it is come out. So we are going to get back to doing that soon. But before I continue working on the bridge and then do the terraforming project underneath the bridge, which is a very, very large project. It's going to take me a very long time to finish, by the way. I do want to explore the new update in this world, because this is my long-term survival world. I haven't explored 1.21 in it yet. I'm still in 1.20. Even though 1.21 has been out for a few weeks. It's been out for some time now. Actually, a little over a month now. But yeah, Replay Mod recently updated 1.21. Is actually what I'm going to be doing first thing tomorrow, is updating this world to 1.21, downloading that fresh version of Replay Mod. Getting that all set up. Shouldn't take very long. Alright, we've almost got 3 stacks already. I need 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. I'll just go ahead and put that dirt back in there. Collect up this clay. This used to be mud, and now it's beautiful, beautiful clay. If I was harvesting this without a silk touch shovel, it would just give me the clay balls, obviously, which would be super helpful if you want to craft a lot of flower pots or something. But I want to make this into terracotta. Keep accidentally breaking my scaffolding. Where's my little block here? Get back where you belong. And we'll place this mud. It doesn't take too long to dry out, honestly. Like, as I finish placing this down, sometimes I already see some drying out. Maybe not this time. Oh, I broke another scaffolding. I gotta be careful. I'm waving the shovel around too violently, I guess. It is kind of a fast shovel. It's got efficiency 5. Where did that bit of scaffolding go? It's all the way down here. Oh, there we go. We got some clay drying out already. Well, actually, the mud is drying out into clay. Perfect. One more little platform up here. And as I place down the mud on this last platform, get this clay in my inventory here, it does look like I have been streaming for 30 minutes, which does mean I'm due for the very first water break of the live stream here. Live streams are always free, so don't feel obligated, but if you would like to, tips are welcome via paypal.me/Annihilate. I will leave the link to that in the live stream chat. It is also in the description, just in case you were wondering though. I will place down these last bits of mud, and then we will go on a 3-minute water break, which means I won't be gone for very long. I will be right back. Alrighty, welcome back from that water break. During the water break, we did in fact get a tip for $5 from Joe. Thank you so much, Joe, for the $5 tip. You know, I always appreciate those. Let's go ahead and get back to what we were doing here. I wanted to go and smelt this clay. So let's go ahead and use this elevator, go back upstairs through Farm Mart here. And, oh, it is nighttime. Let's fly on to the castle and have a little rest. Have a sleep in a bed. I don't want to deal with phantoms. got 3 stacks of clay here to put in the furnace. I built this little furnace system with the chests and the hoppers. Super simple. I did this a long time ago. Very early days of the long-term survival world. Like, before I was even making videos type early days. And I totally intended on making like a beefier version with like even like mine carts and stuff to evenly distribute the items so that I didn't have to do that part, and I'd hide it away in a spot so that it's not just on the mountain here. But as you can see, I never did that. There's still time. I can still do that. But yeah, let's put a stack and a half in one side and a stack and a half in the other. And it should be fueled by lava. Let's see how much lava is in here, actually. Plenty of lava. And apparently I have red sand. Why do I have red sand over here? And apparently I even already had terracotta, because there's no way 34 already smelted. It's only doing 2 at a time. Alright, let's go back down to the farms here. I really like having a proper entrance to the rooted dirt farm and the moss farm and everything. And it's actually already been super helpful for when I'm in the storage room and I just want to go up there real quick, but I don't want to walk all the way up there or use one whole firework rocket to get up there. So then there's this elevator, and it's been so perfect. It's saved me time, it's saved me rockets, and every time I go up there I get to look at all these beautiful flowers in here. Anyway, let's use Farm Mart yet again, get back down, and I'll stop playing on the elevator. We'll get back to work. That clay, even though I'm all the way over here, it should still be smelting, because the reason those furnaces are placed so weirdly on the side of the mountain is because it is in the spawn chunks. So it should be working from anywhere I'm standing in the overworld. How many? Yeah, I have plenty of little bushes to run the farm again. But before I do that, let's do what I talked about earlier. And let's see how many bushes I can get from using a fortune hoe to take the leaves off of that tree. And I'll just leave the rest of it floating. There's the fortune one. Do I have any scaffolding or anything? I know where I can quickly get some. That's the convenient thing about having the storage room right here. I can just go grab some scaffolding. This 43 should be plenty. Probably don't need nearly that many to get to the top of this tree. It's not a very tall one, which is why it fits in this room. We can start on the bottom, and then I guess when I can't reach anymore, I'll use my scaffolding. I already got one bush. Actually, I got 2 bushes. Nice. Gotta be careful not to accidentally break any redstone when I'm over here. Dang, this azalea tree looks weird after growing so many in the same spot. Because it technically is multiple trees. It's literally just like a cross of wood. That's so funny looking. Wait, let's take all of the leaves off and see what it really looks like. It's like exactly the same on all four sides. All of the different variation of the azalea trees combined together makes the exact same thing on all four sides. That is so funny looking. Weirdest tree I've ever seen. Alright, how many bushes did I get? Let's pick up these ones over here. And there's some on top of this redstone. Nothing went in these hoppers, right? Okay. Don't want to break anything. 42 of the regular ones and 16 of the flowering ones. It's better than nothing, but it's not really all that great. Let's turn the moss farm on. Don't need more moss, but I would like more azalea trees. Oh, there's a couple more over here. Nice. 44. Let's put this hoe away. Goes in the box. I got some sticks too. And let's just take down this wood. Even though it looks super funny, I will be running the farm again here in a moment. So it will look like this again eventually. I can just go ahead and collect this wood. My clay over there is almost all dry. It's happening relatively quickly. There we go. No more azalea tree. Didn't even get a whole stack of wood from that. Well, actually, we did. We got exactly a stack. Nice. I'm just gonna temporarily put those sticks in there. Seems like a good place to keep them for now. Got just a few more bushes. It's good enough for now, since we already did have enough to run the farm at least once. We'll run this again later, of course, to get more. Right, for now, we'll put all of those in there. I'll grab what I need in a second. Ran out of room in there. Was any of these empty? Yeah. Perfect. 2 stacks of moss. And a couple more. And 2 stacks of azalea bushes and a couple more. Alrighty. Ready to run the azalea farm again. Looks kind of weird without that azalea tree here, but that will change in a moment. We'll go ahead and grow another one. So we're gonna grow 2 stacks worth plus 2. It's actually quite a lot of azalea trees. Any second now I should be able to flip this lever to my right. There we go. Perfect. I'm gonna stand on this side this time. And my azalea tree's back. It's just a cute tiny one now. I don't know why I don't stand on this side of the rooted dirt farm more often when I use it. It's kind of nice standing on this side. I'm actually able to see more. I'm able to see the rooted dirt more. Oh no! I meant to place the azalea tree. I've done it again, guys. At least I got an extra one of those. But that stinks. I'm not gonna get exactly 2 stacks and 2. Oh well. As you can tell, it's pretty easy to accidentally mess up the farm by bone mailing the wrong thing. Yeah, anyway, as I was saying, over here, you can't really tell when the rooted dirt is reaching the edge and is about to get pushed by the pistons, but over here I can actually see. And there's a gap. A whole 2 pieces of rooted dirt didn't get made. So just like last time, I'll just get 2 stacks, which is fine. It's kind of random to get an extra 2 from the farm anyway. So I guess it kind of just... it fixes if you accidentally bone meal the moss block. I need more bone meal. I almost didn't grab the bone meal on time, but I was able to do it. It's kind of why it does, the timing on this is a little slow. I wanted to have enough time to grab another stack of bone meal if I needed it. Noah, welcome to the stream. Yay, dirt. Exactly. Yay, dirt. Dirt is very, very, very exciting. It's the most exciting thing in the world, honestly. Soon here, I gotta grab another stack of bone meal. I've only got 2 more. Going through bone meal like crazy. It's a good thing I have a lot of it. There we go. I ran out of bushes. And after this, I'm gonna run out of moss. Just 1 more stack. Then I can go ahead and turn the farm off yet again. And it looks like over there, the mud is almost dried out into clay. Kind of perfect timing. By the time the mud is done drying out into clay, I'm ready to make more mud to dry out into clay. Then of course, I don't really have to do much to make that clay into terracotta. All I have to do is put it in a furnace, make sure there's enough fuel, and walk away. I almost accidentally bone mealed the moss block again. That would have been slightly annoying. But as we discovered earlier, it's not the end of the world to accidentally misclick bone meal the moss block instead of the azalea bush. It just gives you a little bit less rooted dirt by the end of things. Eventually, even though it's kind of sorta unnecessary, I really should add more pistons to push around the dirt. Because if I added a set of pistons on the end that pushes the rooted dirt up, and then another set of pistons like right above that that pushes it over, I could have the same amount of dirt stacked on top of this. And I could technically do that again and again until I have a big cube of dirt. But that's a little bit more complex than what I have going on here. Even though it's basically just the same thing as what I have going on over and over again. I would have to figure out the timing for those. Or actually, observers. So I may or may not improve this farm later. It takes about 15 minutes every time I want to make this 2 stacks of dirt, though. And usually after about 15 minutes, I'm ready to pause the farm anyway and take a tiny bit of a break from it. Because it is a tad bit boring sitting here and just creating rooted dirt. Half of a stack of rooted dirt left to go. Oops, I accidentally broke the azalea tree instead of doing the bone mill. I still see a few pieces of mud over there, but it looks like it's mostly clay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. This is honestly so fun. I'm creating so many different blocks from just a lava source over there and some water. Got a stone generator and then a thing bone mill and some moss. Turn that moss into rooted dirt into mud, mud into clay, clay into terracotta, and then even after that, you turn that terracotta into glazed terracotta, all kinds of stuff. Minecraft is so cool. Allison, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well tonight. I wonder if that mud will be completely dried out into clay by the time I'm done with these 13 more azalea bushes, turning those into rooted dirt. We'll see. I see 3 pieces of mud. I don't know if there might be more than that. I can't see all of it from here. Still mud over there. The last few bits of mud drying out into clay usually take a little bit longer than the rest. Because as you saw earlier as I was placing them down, some of them dry out kind of fast. And then I think it's random the way they dry out. because some of them are fast, some of them are slow. Alright, 3 more bushes here. As I'm finishing up this run of the Rooted Dirt Farm, it does look like I'm about 5 minutes over the water break time. I've been streaming for a little over an hour. So we will go on a water break after I finish up doing this last azalea tree here. While I go on the water break, live streams are always free, so don't feel obligated to leave a tip. But if you would like to leave one, they are welcome at paypal.me/Annihilate. I will put that tip link in the live stream chat when I go on the 3-minute water break. And that link is also in the description. Alright, I will be right back. Alrighty, welcome back from that water break. Let's go ahead and get right back into crafting some blocks. Well, not crafting some blocks. We're creating blocks out of thin air. Let's gather up this rooted dirt. I should get about 2 stacks. Because I did kind of mess up a little bit and I accidentally bone milled the moss. Because I usually get 2 stacks plus 2 extra blocks. Well, now there's 2 stacks and 1 extra block, so I'm only missing 1. Allison says, exactly what are you doing on the live stream anyway? Because I have no idea. So I am using these farms down here in this room to basically kind of create blocks from almost nothing here in Minecraft. This right here is a moss farm. The design is by Pixel Riffs, in case you are wondering. But it has a stone generator with the lava and the water, and it generates stone. And then these pistons back here, there's an observer that observes when the stone is generated, and then the pistons push the stone so that this is always filled with stone. And then this moss block right here gets bone meal by this dispenser, and moss is created. And I can use that moss to then create rooted dirt, because if you bone meal an azalea tree on the moss, it gives you this beautiful rooted dirt substance. And then I could take my rooted dirt and go over here to this mud farm designed by Ilmango. The rooted dirt farm is designed by me. This is a very popular mud farm design. You've probably seen it before if you watch any other Minecraft videos on YouTube. But you go ahead and you got rooted dirt in here, and it makes the mud. And then the mud, if you place it on top of dripstone, dries into clay. And it's super cool. And you could take the clay, and if you then smelt it in a furnace, it makes terracotta. So you can make all of these different blocks with just a moss farm, basically, just some stone. All you need is lava and some water. So that is what I'm doing. I'm basically going through that whole process that I explained over and over again. Let's put away wherever I was keeping it, this wood in this shulker box. It was like standing in the shulker box. That was weird. There's actually a lot of wood in that shulker box. I should bring it to the storage room and empty it out. Let's get rid of this random moss block and moss carpet. And this might be all dried out. That looks dried out. Alright, that's almost dried out. I'll actually leave that for now until I get 3 more stacks of mud, since I only just made 2 stacks with the rooted dirt farm. I need to run the rooted dirt farm again, because I do want to make sure that I have 18 stacks of rooted dirt just for when I do my eventual terraforming project. Alison says, from just a stone is creating 5 different blocks. Yes, it most definitely is. It's pretty crazy. It's a relatively new thing you could do in Minecraft. Well, not relatively. We're in update 1.21 now, and you've been able to do this since like 1.17? I need to run the moss farm for a little bit and get more of those azalea bushes. I don't have enough of those. This actually looks really cool when it's working. I described it to you, but you haven't seen it. It doesn't have a collection system, so I have to walk around down here in the water and collect the things that it drops for me. But it should give me plenty of moss and plenty of these azalea bushes. Here comes the moss. It also gives me a few seeds and stuff because it grows grass. And I gotta figure out what in the world I'm gonna do with all of these moss carpets. I have way too many moss carpets now. Allison says, what is your favorite Minecraft mob? Mine is either the axolotl or the sniffer. This is a very good question. There's a lot of different Minecraft mobs to choose from. How could I possibly choose a favorite? I'm gonna list off a few of my favorites. I really like pink Minecraft sheep. Pink Minecraft sheep are absolutely beautiful. If you didn't know, there's a small chance of them just naturally spawning in your world. So you don't have to dye them pink sometimes. Super cool. Another mob that I really like is the Minecraft cat. And of course, there's all the different types of the Minecraft cats. But I won't count those as all different mobs. I think those would be my top 2. Since you listed your top 2, I'll list mine. I wish I could get the moss to give me more azalea bushes. I'm getting enough, but I would like more than what I'm getting. Because I really like using these little bushes for decoration too. Lately I've been using all of the azalea bushes that I have on the rooted dirt farm. It's worth it though, for rooted dirt. I've got almost 2 stacks of these regular azalea bushes. I'll run the moss farm until I get the rest of that stack, and then we'll go ahead and run the rooted dirt farm again. I could grab there's nothing stopping me from grabbing a flowering azalea stack of bushes and a regular stack of bushes. But when I run out of bushes here when I'm running the farm, I like being able to use pick block, which is the mouse scroll button. And if I don't have exactly the same bush in my inventory, I can't use the pick block. Alright, I've got enough bushes. Let's turn off the moss farm. Allison says, what's your favorite type of wood to build with? I would say mine would be the pink wood. Oh, that would be the cherry wood. Cherry wood is absolutely beautiful. I love cherry wood. I haven't really built with it much since it came out, honestly, even though it came out 2 updates ago now. It still feels so new to me. I'm gonna put this water back in these dispensers. I don't like when it's left out like this. Go ahead and put my water away. So my favorite wood to build with. It's a good question. Again, there's so many options. I love how many options there are in Minecraft. I think I'm gonna go basic here and say spruce wood. Because spruce wood, it is just so versatile. You could use it for anything. I use spruce wood all the time. Spruce trapdoors, a staple in decorating anything. If you don't have spruce trapdoors, what are you doing? Alright, I need 2 stacks of moss and a little bit more. And 2 stacks of bushes, a little bit more. And I've got everything else. Just gotta rearrange my inventory a little. Oops. I'm not gonna turn that on yet. I'm gonna wait for that to do its thing. Let me fix this first. Because otherwise, if I don't wait for those pistons to push before I turn on this timer, it's not timed out correctly. Almost forgot. There we go. Now it'll be timed out correctly. Let's see if I can go through running the farm this time without accidentally bone milling a moss block. I did that the last couple times I ran the farm tonight. It doesn't break the farm or anything crazy. You can still continue on as normal. But it's just ever so slightly annoying. At least to me. And I would like to not have that happen. Even though it's very easy to accidentally click the moss block instead of the azalea bush. Gonna need another stack of bone meal. Yet again. I've gone through quite a bit of bone meal today. How much is in there actually? Oh, we got plenty in there still. I'll be able to run the farm a few more times before I have to fill up that box again. I've gone through more than half of the moss and the azalea bushes that I put in my inventory to run the farm. And I haven't accidentally bone mealed the moss block instead of the azalea tree yet. It's so nice when that happens. Allison says, do you have any animals in real life? Yes, I do. I've got 2 dogs. They're both beagles. One's name is Max, one's name is Molly. They're super cute. Unfortunately, I don't get to see them every day anymore now. They live at my mother's house. But, yeah, they're very awesome. And I have a cat. Her name is Donkey. She's technically not mine, she's technically my dad's cat. But I love her equally. Wow, I've got 1 piece of moss, 1 azalea bush, and 1 piece of bone meal. Isn't that perfect? Ah, and the 1 piece of bone meal isn't enough. Alright, 1 more stack of moss, and 1 more stack of azalea trees. And Allison is asking, oh, what is your favorite holiday? My favorite holiday? Difficult decision between Christmas and Easter. I love both of those holidays. During Christmas, it's usually pretty cold. But it's also sometimes cold on Easter, where I'm from. Because I was going to say that I like Easter more because it's usually warmer. And it is warmer than it is on Christmas. But it's not exactly as warm as I'd like it to be. I feel like Michigan summers are near perfect. But winter's too cold. I really only think that winter's too cold just because I get cold very easily. It's kind of annoying. I'll be like super warm and then walk into an air-conditioned room, and instead of being like, oh wow, air conditioning, I'm like, oh bird, it's too cold. Give me a jacket or a blanket. But I also don't want to sit in a hot room. I'd rather be cold with a blanket than too warm. Speaking of warmth, right now I'm slightly too warm. I usually turn off my air conditioner while I'm live streaming here, but I'll be alright. Allison says bye. Bye, Allison. Thank you so much for stopping by the stream. I enjoyed your little Q&A. It was kind of fun. Need more bone meal. I've got 9 stacks left after this one. I'll have to keep that in mind. We'll put a little bit more bone meal in that shulker box. I've almost done it. I've almost made it all the way through without accidentally bone mealing a moss block. I love it when that happens. I've got 15 left to go, and then I'll have exactly 2 stacks plus 2 more little bits of rooted dirt. After I get done placing down these last 8 bits of moss and these azalea bushes to make this rooted dirt, I am going to go on the very last water break of tonight's live stream. Before I go on that water break, I would like to mention that tips are welcome via paypal.me/Annihilate. Live streams are always free, of course, but if you would like to leave a tip, you can leave them there. I will put that link in the live stream chat once again when I leave for my 3-minute water break, but it is also in the description. And also in the description is the link to join the Discord. I'm also going to put that in the live stream chat when I leave for my 3-minute water break. If you haven't joined the Discord server yet, you totally should. We like to chat with each other on there, all of us that have joined it so far. And I also give a little announcement about 2 hours before I do live streams. And I give you the title and everything, just as a little reminder of when I'll be streaming. Just in case if I do a bonus stream, or I'm not streaming on a Tuesday night, maybe you would think it was nice to get a little bit of a notification that I'm doing such a thing. So if you would like that, go ahead and join the Discord. Anyway, I will be back in 3 minutes. Alrighty, welcome back from that water break. Let's get right back into creating the blocks that I would like to make. Gotta fix my inventory first. I wanted to... Yeah, this is completely full. So let's go ahead and bring this shulker box to the wood storage. James, welcome to the stream. Always be hydrating. Absolutely. Before I put this wood away, let's have a sleep in the castle because it's raining and it's nighttime and I don't like rain and I don't like nighttime. So we gotta sleep. Alright, there we go. Now the nighttime and the rain should go away. And I probably haven't slept in a minute anyway. I'm just get rid of any possibility of phantoms. I don't like those. Pretty sure nobody likes those. Phantoms are annoying. Pew. Oh no, James says it's raining at nighttime IRL. That's stinky. It's nighttime for me in real life, but it's not raining, at least. Oh my gosh, I don't have any room for oak wood. I guess I could put some up here. That's what I'll do. And these random stripped logs can go in there. Yay, an empty shulker box. I can go ahead and fill it back up with oak wood. I don't have the mud yet to replace it, but I am going to go ahead and grab up this clay. And I think I'm not going to smelt it into terracotta this time. I'm going to leave it in clay form, because I don't have very much clay. I'm going to have like 2 little bits of clay in a chest somewhere. So this will be nice. 3 fresh stacks of clay. Perfect. And I'm gonna immediately just go drop this in the storage room, because it's right here. Oh my gosh, there's 2 Endermen in here. What are you guys doing here? And why? Whatever, have fun. I'll leave you be, I guess. Clay. There we go. Now I've got 3 stacks and 2 more bits of clay. Plus these. That is a lot better than what I had before. And let's grab up the rooted dirt. It should be exactly 2 stacks, plus 2. Because I didn't accidentally bone meal the moss block. I did that the other times I ran the rooted dirt farm tonight. And it was bothering me. But there we go. These 2 extra bits are gonna go in here. Because I don't want them. Alright. Let's run the moss farm again, even though I don't need more moss. I just need more azalea bushes. I've been using so many azalea bushes. James says, by the way, I do video editing. If you ever need time taken off your hands, I can make some spicy edits. Thank you. I really do appreciate the offer, but I really enjoy editing my own videos. Even though I do edit them very, very simply, I enjoy editing my own videos. In the future, though, I could possibly want an editor, but not the nearby future. Alright, let's just leave the moss farm go. I won't be leaving it for longer than 5 minutes, so the items that are not being collected will be just fine. And we'll make a little bit of mud. Feels better than standing there doing nothing. I could always use more mud. James says, switching to Java from Bedrock, I love that I can use any item in my offhand. I love that too. It's one of the main reasons why I play Java Edition, honestly. Because I used to play Bedrock as well. Played it for, honestly, the majority of my time that I've played Minecraft in my life was spent on Bedrock. But when I started playing with a keyboard and mouse on Bedrock, it just felt really weird. Like, almost like Bedrock just is not really designed for keyboard and mouse, and they like shoved it in there last minute just so that it would barely work. But it just felt so slow. And then I switched to Java Edition, and keyboard and mouse, everything is designed for keyboard and mouse in Java Edition. So if I were playing with controller, I would want to play it with Bedrock. Megalord, what it says, what I miss? You didn't miss much. Oh, I ran out of rooted dirt in there. I'll have to put more in there. But yeah, I've basically just been running the moss farm to get some moss, mostly these azalea bushes, and then I use the moss and the azalea bushes to run the rooted dirt farm to get rooted dirt, and then the rooted dirt into mud, and the mud into clay, and the clay into terracotta, That's what I've been doing. That's what you've missed. So, not much. Let's find a place for this moss. Didn't really need more of it, but it is a moss farm. There are so many seeds in that chest. James says, for sure, I have a PS3 with Minecraft, and it was before they added bees. Oh my gosh. So like 1.14? Because bees were at 1.15, right? If I'm remembering correctly. Very nostalgic. Let's go up here and grab my terracotta. Before I do that, actually, there's a bed up here. What am I thinking? I don't need to go to the castle. I'll sleep in this bed. And honestly, this has a very nice view. Let's look at the view. I haven't looked at this view in a while. Got the parrots. Ah, beautiful castle. Alright, let's go to bed. Then I'll get to see the same view in the morning. With a beautiful sunrise. I love this little world that I've built for myself. It's not so little anymore. There's a lot of things built in here. And I'm going to continue to build more. Here's my terracotta. James says, I always consider the view before I build it. Nice to see someone else appreciating that aspect as well. The view is one of the most important parts of a build. Let's go put this terracotta away. The landscape and like the view, if you want to call it that, it's the main thing that inspired the mega bridge that I have mostly built. I still have to finish some of that, coming soon. Yeah, it makes me want to fly over there before the end of the stream. Actually, we won't fly. We'll take the minecart. We'll go the proper way. But I haven't really looked at the bridge in a while. We've taken a break from building it, and I want to get back to doing that soon. I need to kind of establish what needs to be finished. Like I said, it's been a minute since I've looked at it and messed with it. Because I was waiting for some blocks that were coming out in 1.21, and they've come out now. They've been out for a month. So it's time to get back to building the bridge. Alright, let's go up the water elevator. There's so much to do in this side of the long-term survival world. And I could have taken the nether. Forgot about that bit. But I like going through that tunnel every once in a while. It's nice and beautiful, even though it's such a repetitive pattern. But eventually we'll have a different repetitive pattern with the same kind of minecart system right here. leading to the bridge. Alright, got the pavilion and a beautiful unfinished bridge. It is very, 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 very large. It's huge, you might say. But it still needs to be finished. I wanna change out those acacia trapdoors for copper grates. I cannot wait to do that. It's gonna look so much better, and I don't want it to be all orange. I want to use more of this stage of copper that I used in the pavilion, and a little bit more of the green stage. A stage more oxidized than that, probably. And I'll do a pattern on the floor there. But I've got to do arches on the sides, some sort of railing on the sides. I want to maybe come up with some sort of decoration to put on top of these pillars instead of it just cutting off on the top so harshly. So much to do on the bridge, and then of course so much to do underneath the bridge with the terraforming. I've already removed all of the trees underneath here quite some time ago. But this is partially what I wanted to use rooted dirt for. I want to sprinkle some of that in here, maybe in like how the calcite kind of strips through the mountain. I kind of want to have the same idea with rooted dirt and moss, kind of just swirling through here with trees on top of that, lots of foliage on top of that. It's gonna look super cool. It's gonna take lots and lots of time though. And then I need to build something over here. I have no idea what. Something in the middle of this ocean to where I can stand and look at the bridge. It's really cool. Maybe something floating above the ocean. I have no idea what, but I'm sure I'll come up with something. I've got plenty of time to think of something because we've got a lot of work to do on the bridge and the terraforming underneath it. James says, I like those pillars. They look like gray and white Legos. They do kind of look like Legos. I wanted it to be really textured, which does make it look really pixelated because this is a block game after all. But I really, 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 really love the way it's turned out. Megalord says, got to go. Bye. Goodbye, Megalord. I've actually got to go here soon. About to end out the stream. We'll fly over here to the pavilion to do that. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this stream, even though it may have been a teeny tiny bit of a boring one, just kind of running the rooted dirt farm, running the moss farm, getting some terracotta and some clay. We got a whole lot of blocks. I'm excited to continue work on this bridge soon. It's been killing me. I've been able to work on it, but I was waiting for those blocks. So now we'll get back to work on that soon. Again, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you're not for some crazy reason, and hit the bell notification icon so that you never miss out. And I will see you next time. Goodbye!